Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam!
Oh, yeah, like the beam, blah, blah, blah. Cap, do the intro while I get a photo out trying to promote the show. Let's see how this goes.
Well, way to throw me on the spot there. We're back with another Sports Cave Live, coming with you, the biggest Puma and the Cap. We are here on a Thursday, a little late, but we had the showrunner who I guess had a real boy job.
Yeah, but yeah, I ended my embargo on behalf of Uncle Andy. He needed help today. He needed a warm body to run the board for the UTSA coaches show. You're killing it. You're doing great. Keep it. What's coming up on the show?
So we're coming up on the show. We're gonna get into some Spurs talk. We're gonna be talking some baseball. We're gonna bring back one of Puma's favorite segments.
That's sadly that's actually accurate.
It's accurate. So get ready, man. And we're gonna start with what we did over the week.
Yeah,
boom
we
goes the
are.
dynamite.
So we did it.
And boom goes the dynamite.
It was.
Yes.
I think you did better than the Ball State kid. We need to lay off on the Ball State. We're gonna close the show tonight.
Where is he at?
That's what I'm saying.
I want to see his growth.
I don't think he
I wanna see
ever.
his growth.
I think that basically stunted his drive and motivation. Like
Just
that's
destroyed his confidence.
I'm pretty sure
He's
that's
like,
what happened.
Never again.
Which we don't need to do that because college broadcaster, like that's where you should be it's okay to make mistakes. You
It's
shouldn't
like-
be good at this.
It's
Yeah.
the comics who go to the improv to work on their material, you know?
That's exactly what it is. And it's funny, LG, that you use that drop because we're going to close the show today. Uncle Andy, today on the program, busted out one of the greatest clips.
Oh, we got an Andy Especial.
Dude, we have. So Andy went to OU. He's a Sooner grad.
That is
I know
gross.
you love that.
Gross.
While he was there, they were still letting the students broadcast the games.
Oh, just like college radio and
Like
stuff.
the Ball State kid to try to get reps, to try to get better at broadcasting, like you should in college. That's where you learn.
You're not getting thrown in the deep end like my dad did. You know, you go in the wading pool, get your bearings.
Well, he knew
No.
you would float.
I wasn't always fat.
I just meant because you had a good
I had big
sense
bones.
you had a good sense of self-preservation. He knew you wouldn't.
wait.
He knew you wouldn't. You wouldn't drown.
Get your
You'd be
drops
fine.
out here with LG. But
No, Andy busted out a clip. One of his, I think it's the first game he ever called in 1985. I'm not going to say any more. If you heard it on the radio today,
I'm not.
then you'll hear it again at the end of the show. Just wait till you hear some of the names that Andy was calling play-by-play for his first game ever as a college broadcaster.
Man, please let it be a bunch of Dominican names.
No. No. Hey, look, I'm going to give Uncle Andy credit. There was a Mexico played Paraguay in the Alamo Dome
Oh, nice.
a couple months ago, and Andy voiced the promo. Nailed it.
Nailed it?
Nailed it.
Did he say how? Tell me he rehearsed or no rehearsal.
I mean, I would have, like most things you hear, I think it was probably practiced and rehearsed, but
Like you with Manungai.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, who's that backup for the Bears? Manungai.
I walked around my house an entire weekend just randomly sticking my head in the room to like mess with the roommate. I just go, Manungai, and then walk out. That was how I remembered it, though.
You slipped up. You're like, oh, I was practicing his name.
I'd pop in, I'd be like, Bagungai. Wait, nope. Oh, that's not it. Nope. Take two. Got to be your bull. No, so how's that for a tease? That's how we're going to end the show
Nice.
tonight. We are, as you set it up, we got some Spurs notes to get to. We might have to cut Cap's camera so we can get the TV on in here, get that Spurs Jazz game on. Main Seggy, we're going to obviously talk about the final weekend of multiple football games. It's the last weekend where we get at least two
amped are we
games.
for these games?
Well, one of them, it's hyper amped. One of them,
Hyper-amped.
I am like Seattle at night in an NFC championship game. I think that scene is going to be all. I know it's hard for you. I know it's
I
hard.
beat them both.
I know it's hard,
You guys got lucky.
so to speak.
As DeMondre Lenore
It's
are all pro I don't know if he's all pro, but he's definitely an all-star.
I know it's going to be a Blue Chew for you.
He said
it's going to be hard.
If we sponsored by Blue Chew.
Open for business.
Yes.
Rose Sparks will take you too.
I will be like, I'm 12-6 right now, buddy. He said a landslide. If we had all our guys, how would we beat the Seahawks? Landslide. And Puma agrees.
Absolutely. I thought you had more to the point there. I'm still trying to get this damn photo out to tell people we're actually live right now.
Hey, Twitter world.
That's exactly right, OJ. Something else we were dealing with on the last program on Tuesday night, we had, of course, Monday night was the college football championship game. Tuesday night we did a show, so we had to come up with a new countdown. This is going to be a quick one, but we're going to go with this one. We are 19 days away till pitchers and catchers report
Pitching
to
and catching.
surprise Arizona. So it's not just, I'm not doing it just because it's the Rangers. I have on my notes right here, as an honest man that I am.
Did you go 6-12 with the new pickup for the Rangers?
I like the player. I don't like the package. And we're going to talk about that here in a minute.
I bet it's that young stud.
We're going to do some baseball talk. No, we are 19 days away until Rangers pitchers and catchers report to surprise. 20 days away for you Astros fans. 21 days away for you Yankee fan.
If we're not frozen out.
If we're not-
we're gonna be in Florida.
The lockout will be, you mean like literally weather-wise. Yeah, Houston and your Yankees are in Florida. Rangers are over in Arizona. So we'll keep tabs on. I'm just going to do the Rangers countdown, but we can just always know the Astros is 1 day more. Yankees is 2 days more.
Yes.
And then we'll probably end up doing a countdown.
So what would you say is more important, the pitching or the catching?
I mean, I've always considered myself, more of a pitcher. Just
Like you couldn't pitch without a catch.
it's catching. I don't think my knees could hold up.
Dude, that's why they like made me stop. They're like, hey, you're gonna be a football player. You need to protect your knees. And I'm just like, nope. Baseball's my sport. And we had a civil disagreement, and I did theater.
What a change up, so to speak, that is. You're like, oh well, you want to fight with me about sports?
I did a very mature move. And
I'm gonna go be a theater kid.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go
6'5", 220. I'm gonna go take my talents to South Gym into the theater room.
You would make a menacing Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, hey,
I
was typecasted a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
What was it, Macbeth, when they were like, we had a battle scene. I was like the head German guy, like, because they were always fighting the Nordic. Is it Nordics?
Let's go with that.
Yeah, let's go with that. So you need like this big German looking guy.
And you fit the role.
Oh, I was the main guy.
The thing about theater and music or anything or musicals or anything like that these days, you can't really make fun of it as much because we have this alpha male president, but he loves musicals. He's always talking about Phantom of the Opera,
fighting about the Kennedy
Center. It's like the gayest thing he does, but it's hilarious how much he actually loves it. Like he genuinely
he has a Hollywood star.
Exactly.
Man.
It's like, of course he loves musical. He's an elite New Yorker.
Those damn actor liberals.
What did you What did you
What did I miss here?
What did you think? No, I should also mention something you don't see as much these days, but always remember it is National Polka Dot Day.
What?
There's got to be a better one than that. Come on now. Dig deeper.
Buddy, sometimes the calendar just falls where on that uplifting note, before we jump into what we watched, LG, tell the good people how they can subscribe and help this program.
Sure. You can subscribe to this program. That would help us out a lot. Or you could jump in the super chat, throw us a tip, and we'll read your chat. Know a bunch of you watching the Spurs game. Shout out to Wes Harkins, who purchased some stuff off our Amazon wish list.
Oh,
Hey, shout out to you, Wes, man.
Good dude.
You're the real champ, sir.
So this already
If you knew what
arrived
Wes
from
said about
Wes
you,
right
you wouldn't
here.
call him the real champ.
Oh, I know. Hey, someone's got to be the antagonist. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
So Wes just purchased those headphones that you're wearing on your head there, Puma.
Oh, Wes, thank you so
Yep.
much, brother. These are nice headphones.
They are
Can a homie get a chair?
industry standard.
What do you mean?
Y'all got chairs.
We both have new chairs from where
I
we
bought
started.
the cheapest Amazon chair that would
Yeah,
fit.
that's
Oh.
why. That's why both of y'all's chairs are squeaky as ass.
Hey, so okay, can we add WD-40 to our wish list?
As long as I don't get yelled at for touching the mic too much tonight.
Well, you immediately say that and then start
I know it just irks.
start flicking it.
It just irks.
Of course it does, because it's bad audio. Yeah, as LG said, the subscriptions on YouTube always free. They continue to help us grow. We are still before I get it incorrect again, we're still about 3,500 subscribers behind my cousin who's a senior in high school. I need to
We're not catching him.
give it time.
I'm gonna swat.
But we
him.
do have 4 members, and you can also join as a member of this
Hey,
thing.
it's a gift
right
that keeps
there.
on giving.
Hit the join button right there underneath the video player on YouTube, of course.
Yes, and one day we'll get a studio with a third mic.
Yeah, that's
Yes, 4th mic.
fourth. Yeah, that is.
We don't count your mic. It's black. It's not red.
That
But
is,
it does take up an input on the board, and there's only 4 inputs on the
and
board.
that's the
And boom goes the dynamite.
exactly back full circle.
We also need a camera to go with that 4th mic and a studio. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see if I can. Let's see.
You know, I
what
got a
is-
lot of OnlyFans people we can fly out from Cali if we had a studio. Just saying. There you go, Greg.
Hey,
I said OnlyFans, and Greg comes
I was
through.
about to, hey, so to speak. Good Lord, yeah, that was quick. So let me give my cousin. He's oh my
Oh,
God.
you're driving back from Abilene, man. You doing it on the best day, Greg. You wait till tomorrow. You're gonna be slipping and sliding.
So we're about 4,600 subscribers behind Carter's Media Archive.
Dude, I'm
is
gonna
the name of his
swat your little
channel.
cousin, dude.
Dude, it's so
You're,
good.
like,
It makes me really happy to know that I am chasing chasing my cousin and subscribers. Yeah, no, as LG said, subbies are always free on YouTube. It goes a long way to helping us get in front of the algorithm. Also, if you do want to become a member, that will cost you a little bit of money monthly, but it does go a long way. We continue.
everything we get, we put back into the studio.
Exactly right.
We have not cashed any checks.
Yeah,
I do not
exactly.
get paid for this.
No, we're doing it. Well,
I get paid in love from all you 49ers lovers
Yeah, I
and
was about to
Yankees
say,
lovers
it's-
out there that
it's
just
nothing
wish
but
me the
love.
best of like health and luck and my playoff runs. You know, I don't know if you know about those yet. Do you want 40 seconds for the last time you guys had an NFC championship?
no, I think I'm okay.
You're good with that?
I think I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah. we can take the amount of seconds for the amount of years it's been.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think I'm okay on that. Thank you again, Greg, for the super chat.
Yeah.
If you do throw a super chat out there, if it's on topic, we'll get to it in the segment. If not, we'll hit it right before the lightning round before we get out of here. I swear to y'all. So you joked at the beginning. We're starting a little late tonight because I dropped my. I helped Uncle Andy out running the UTSA coaches show, so we're getting over here a little later, which means Tuesday night we did 2.5 hours. Like I almost just
Like, we
dropped an F bomb because it's 2.5 hours, man.
We're Joe Rogan in it, bro.
Yeah, it turns. All we would have needed was Jamie. Jamie, pull that up.
Hey, Jamie, you know that video? Pull that up. Pull it up.
Hey, Jamie.
I always try to do that with LG, and he's like, "Don't." No.
Because it's
You
bad.
You
Because
have to
it's
send it through proper channels.
look. If we're going to keep any level of consistency here,
and keep LG letting us do this in his house.
now you're catching on
I
when
know.
I say continuing consistency here. Here
Yes.
being the key word. No, here being, of course, the parts unknown here on the north side of San Antonio. You want to jump into it? I swear, I say all that. We're not doing 2.5 hours.
No.
We're on the clock. We're going to try to do this in an hour tonight.
All right.
Thank you for your confidence. Yeah, I hear it.
I am very confident that we will make it
As long as you can,
an hour and a half.
yeah, it's more likely. But goals, we need to have goals. As long as your allotted minute is
Oh, there's a countdown, sir.
purely a minute, then that's the only thing that's going to throw us off. It's not going to be my long-winded reactions.
The minute gets you the highlights. Then we have to go in depth. So
No. You've missed the whole point. It's a minute. No, truth be told, we're gonna talk baseball because both our teams made significant moves since we last spoke. But we got to start. So what I watched, I just wrote. It's a day of breaking news in DFW. We got the white smoke from the Star in Frisco. The Cowboys have hired a new defensive coordinator, and I gotta say, I'm pretty shocked the route they took.
I actually don't know.
The tea leaves. Okay, well then this is perfect.
I saw Mike McDaniel go to OC. Then
Chargers,
for some reason,
which also is fun. Like imagine Harbaugh and McDaniel.
Miami got a 5-year contract. Gave a 5-year. No, who else? Oh, Baltimore
Baltimore hired the Chargers defensive coordinator. What
were they that good? Is he that good?
I thought that when I saw the news break
5
on
years, I was like, "What? You better have some whiz kid coming with you that's an OC." Like,
it's an interesting one. That's an interesting.
Why?
It feels a very Baltimore one though, and especially giving him the 5 years.
yeah,
Not
because
that
it's
I mean,
defensive related, but
and the last guy they held on to for what 18, 19 years.
Yeah.
Harbaugh. No, the big news for Cowboys fans, the new defensive coordinator, Christian Parker. This is one of the first things I took note of when the news broke today. He was born the year after my little brother was born. He's young.
oh, he's young.
He's young.
Oh, wow.
He's 34, which...
And is he D coordinator?
He's D coordinator. He most recently was the defensive backs coach in Philadelphia. He's got an awesome resume. Going back to the first job he took out of college was this. Again, this tells you how recently.
What do they do? Like an F1 thing where they get a kid who's really good at Madden or something and just be like, "Hey, that kid knows how to call plays."
Well, I think it's a little more than being good at Madden. It's the fact that he's learned under Vic Fangio and Vance Joseph.
Oh, okay.
He's a disciple of that tree.
He's a Padawan.
He's also, I think anytime you steal a coach from a division rival, there's a little bit of auxiliary benefit in that as well. Mm-hmm. His first job out of college was working for Mike Elko when Elko was a part of Jimbo Fisher's staff at A&M. Okay. So these are the names he has coached under since entering the coaching realms in 2017. Mike Elko, Mike Pettin, Green Bay defensive coordinator. LaFleur had great things to say about Christian Parker today. Vic Fangio in Denver, Vance Joseph in Denver, and then Vic Fangio again in Philadelphia. So
Denver's they're always up on the top 5 in defenses.
Mm-hmm.
If they stay healthy.
And Fangio, since he's been in Philadelphia, you look at look at that Eagles. How many All Pros are on that Eagles defense this year? I mean, Cooper DeJean, and expect directly that Christian Parker coached Cooper DeJean, Quentin Mitchell, both All Pro corners. And Cooper DeJean today spoke incredibly glowingly of Christian Parker, talking about how his Cooper's ability to get to the level that he has so quickly in the league, he directly credits to CP. We got another initial guy. We had DQ, Dan Quinn. Now we got CP. Apparently, he's a big initial guy. We'll see how long that lasts. So we got CP, Shoddy, and CP. But I say it's surprising because, the Cowboys' MO for coordinators recently had been getting the guy that had head coaching experience somewhere else and had flamed out, and you're picking him up off the trash heap. Yeah. And, giving him a chance to revive his career, a la Dan Quinn, a la Eberflus. This one, that's why I thought the Gannon from most recently head coach of the Cardinals. I thought Jonathan Gannon was the one that Jerry. That's probably the only candidate that they interviewed that Jerry actually knew who it was. There's no chance, 0 chance.
They're trying to pull a fast one over the old man.
There's
They're all like,
0 chance.
Let's make sure he doesn't know any of these guys.
Jerry Jones did not know who Christian Parker was until they interviewed him last Saturday. There's very, very little. Or I guess
for Cowboys
this one was
fans,
yesterday.
For Cowboys fans, I'd be excited to get new young blood in there.
Yep.
That's the trend right now.
Yep. And I think that's the excitement level. It's not a retread. It's not a guy that's being paid a buyout from a head coaching job he just got fired from, that's coming in to just coast. It's a guy that's looking, depending on how obviously it goes in Dallas, Christian Parker was a guy that the Eagles spoke about potentially. They knew they were going to lose him the year they hired him. He was only going to be there for a year or two because he was going to be somebody's defensive coordinator in a couple of years.
How much power do you think they're going to let him have in the draft pick selection?
So here's the thing. That's a great lead in. With as much needs as they have on the defensive side of the ball,
they got to let him make some choices.
1,000%.
I'm like, if you're a defensive coordinator, you're brought in, you're like, hey, I'm bringing up a whole new scheme because obviously Micah Part, like the scheme old buddy had, included Micah until the very end, which just got blown to hell.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's got to have some sort of being like, what pieces are we keeping?
Mm-hmm.
I would assume the linebacker,
Overshown.
Yeah. You got Bland.
And that's the other. So thinking about the personnel they have currently. So Christian Parker is a guy that is not, he's not beholden to a single system.
Yeah.
I mean, watch that Eagles defense. They'll run 3-4 and then 2 plays later, they're running a 4-3. Then they'll run a 5-man front.
Yeah.
That's some kind of hybrid with, three defensive tackles.
Especially when you're going against quarterbacks that sit there and call audibles on the play. You want to confuse them as much as what was it? The Chargers said, who said it about New England? Like, we just didn't know what you were going to run. I think it was the Chargers.
Yeah.
They bet that in the playoffs.
In that playoff.
And
game.
that's, Mike Vrabel, learned that from, Dark Helmet himself over there.
Yeah, I think in the way the NFL is now, if you're a defensive coordinator and you are strictly only running one philosophy,
4-3. Remember the times we run 4 plays.
You just can't do that anymore.
You can't
it's not how the sport is. You've got to be flexible. You've got to be able to. You've got to be able to throw as many different looks at an offense to confuse them, as you were saying. And this guy is a guy that has a track record of being a guy that is not hesitant to throw different looks out there.
So, devil's advocate, I think you throw different looks when you don't have the talent. Seattle doesn't throw different looks.
Can I introduce you to this Cowboys defense?
Yeah, exactly. The Niners don't throw different looks. They rely on zone and heavy pressure, but whenever we lose 7 DLs in a season, good job, Robert Saleh. You earned your contract. You earned the head coaching job, but you need someone to be able to, hey, I lost this piece. Come up with something on the fly. I think that's more applicable to the younger generation, than it is the older generation to be like, you just need to do what I say type mentality.
For sure. That, again, thinking about how young he is, 34, he's not that much older than the oldest starter on Dallas's defense.
Yeah, is Quentin Williams going to give him the respect?
I think they'll be fine as long as they retain Quentin Williams' favorite defensive line coach, White Cotton, that they have. Who was also in the run. Look,
give me the category of plantation owner families from the 1800s for 300.
Some names. It's like like the last names back in old Europe. It was like, you're a blacksmith, so your name is Smith.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you're a hunter, so your name is Hunt. Like it's
You're
very,
white and you own a cotton field.
right?
White cotton.
White, done. I went to college with a dude named Michael Whitebear. He was grew up on a reservation.
Yeah, that sounds native.
Yeah, it was, and like just having a badass name like that, like it was like you would be in class and be like, Mr. Whitebear, like surely that's not right. He's like, oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm not giving out my government or nothing, but my last name sounds like I'm having a stroke. You're like, "Wah."
So start the guessing game now. Yeah, no, I think the biggest takeaway for
Don't
me,
be doxing me now.
going back to your, how much power is he going to have in the draft room? With as much needs as the Cowboys have on defense,
Yeah.
and you're rarely going to hear it, so take stock in it when you do. I think something Jerry does actually do well is listen to the coaches when it comes to the draft. Like think about when they
Nowadays.
the last 5 years or so, when they had Dan Quinn, all of a sudden Dan Quinn's reaching for Nashawn Wright in the 3rd round because Dan Quinn's like, he's 6'4", he's my prototypical corner. He's exactly who I want. And now he was he was a Pro Bowler on the Chicago Bears defense this year.
Yeah.
When Dan Quinn left, the Cowboys didn't re-sign him. But it's I do think the Cowboys do a good job of letting their coaches, especially when they're first year, to really identify and target the players that they want for their system, for their structure, to be foundational pieces. And I think we're going to see the Cowboys have to draft
it's like
defense.
Steven sitting there. You wanted to draft Manziel.
And that is where it changed.
Sit down, Pop.
That's where it changed.
Exactly.
When they tackled Jerry to prevent him from drafting Manziel, and they end up getting Hall of Famer Zach Martin, arguably one of the 5 best Cowboys ever in terms of accolades, personal accolades. You look at the most recent ESPN mock draft, and it's got the Cowboys taking 2 defensive players in the 1st round at 12 and 20. And I think that's what you're going to see.
I see. They need to take nothing but defensive players and throw a couple offensive linemen in there.
That's it. Completely
That's it.
agree. And maybe another late round running back to see if you hit, because they don't, depending on what they do with Javonte Williams.
Those are always good.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a little six rounder.
Like Monungai,
Yeah.
see if you can't strike gold. Or you remember Alfred Morris back in the day, the Washington running back?
The old he hit home run every time.
6th round draft pick.
Yeah.
Something like,
Look at the Niners, man.
Yeah.
All our draft picks that go elsewhere, they were all like 5th or later picks, and they end up working out.
How long have we been going right now?
Yeah, too long on the Cowboys.
No, I'm trying to make sure.
We're on 30 minutes, sir.
We're not that. This hasn't been 30 minutes.
It's 9:00, sir.
We didn't start at 8:30. Did we start at 8:30?
We started at 8:35.
Well, damn it. Well,
We got your Cowboys talking there for you, just like Colin Cowherd, or what was it? Nah, Skip Bayless. If you talk Cowboys, you get ratings.
that's especially where we find ourselves located.
Well, if you want to market, it also gets ratings. We're coming back with one of the favorite segments there is, the one and only Yankee Minute.
9:03.
Give me a minute on the clock, LG. So, we didn't make a big splash because we weren't paying no Kyle Tucker
Because you're cheapskates.
for
sorry.
60 mil a year, the highest paid person in the league right now, who had 2 horrible years in Chicago. But we did retain one Cody Bellinger, $32 million a year over 5 years. That's doable. It's 32.5. But that's doable. We needed someone solid to hit after Judge. He's a lefty in a lefty-loving park. So, solid pickup. Almost had a 30 for 30 season, 30 home run, 100 RBI. Just came just short of it. So, he's more comfortable. He's got the job security. Let's see him come back. Garrett Cole come back. Our pitching rotation happen. Let's bolster up that bullpen and lose to the Dodgers in the World Series. Sounds about right. Yes. Ding.
See, you didn't even need a whole minute.
Oh, I only
You
needed
wasted-
56 seconds.
54. You wasted the last 6 seconds there.
Go
Yeah.
Yankees!
Yeah, I knew.
We're also looking to Harrison Bader coming back.
Yeah. I talked about it on Andy's show yesterday. Uncle Andy's a huge Yankee fan as well. So I'm surrounded. The only people I talk sports on a microphone with apparently are Yankee fans. But no, we were talking about it yesterday, and today he was back on. He went through the Yankees, potential lineup now, and looking at how it stacks up against the rest of the American League, because we had news elsewhere in the American League we'll talk about in a second. My Rangers made a move. You mentioned it earlier, but it still looks like y'all have a hole at third base.
Still got a hole at third base. Hopefully.
Rice playing first. That's not a natural first baseman. We'll see.
I mean, if Cabrera had that, he was starting to looking good at third base until he broke his leg sliding into home. So he's going to be a potential third baseman. We have the guy that we picked up last year who's a defensive gem at third base. I'm losing his name right now.
Oh, the dude y'all got from the Rockies, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I was talking with Andy about him earlier.
Yeah, so he's a defensive, and he can hit for power. He just strikes out a lot. He doesn't hit for average, but he's a good person in the bottom of the lineup to have, power, and that is the Yankees' way, man. We hit home runs. We want crooked numbers on that, scoreboard, and then we want solid pitching. And our bullpen once used to be our strength. We needed to come back once again, but we were riddled with injuries. And one Garrett Cole is coming back. So the starting lineup is looking like Garrett Cole. We got
Ryan McMahon. That's who y'all
there you go,
traded for.
Ryan McMahon. And I mean, he's a Gold Glover. So
yeah, in starting rotation, y'all also made that move for Weathers kid, whatever his first name is.
The kid out of
the Marlins.
Marlins.
Yeah, Ryan Weathers.
Which I can see him being a long inning bullpenner. Because I don't let's see what we got.
What you gave up for him, I think you're going to be hoping he takes a rotation spot, or earns a rotation spot in spring training.
So we got Freeze, all-star last year. Garrett Cole, obviously our anchor ace, or 1-1 once he comes back from the injury.
Till his arm falls off again.
Shut your mouth, man. Why do you say stuff like that?
Because I hate the Yankees. Why do you say stuff about the Cowboys? Same reason.
And then we also got Rodon, who, man, if he just keeps his confidence, I hope he's seeing the team therapist, because I've never seen someone just mentally break down in mid form. He's in the third inning and he can you just see his emotions on his sleeve, and you're like, man, you're gonna give up so much for this. We got the young kid Schlittler coming out to his second year. He's our flamethrower, which I think he's gonna make a push up to our third spot. He's going to be our third best, and then going to be running after another 3 years. He could be our anchor.
All that to say, where do you feel they slot into the AL right now? Are they the team? You mentioned you're going to win the AL and then you're going to lose to the Dodgers. Is it? I mean,
we're going to beat the Dodgers, but no,
really.
When they got $2.11 billion on their payroll,
what do you act like you act like you're?
I said Freeze back's fried, by the way.
Fried, yeah. It feels like, or you say that like your team is run on a bubblegum budget. I mean, it's not. What are y'all, the third highest payroll in baseball?
No, we're actually what was it? The Nationals are up there. The
Phillies the Nats aren't anymore. They've gutted all of that. The Mets are.
So, and then we also have Lewis Heel, who was Rookie of the Year 2 years ago, who was injured all last year. So, I mean, we have a solid 5-man rotation with, was it Ryan Yarbrough? Who was the guy that we signed?
Dude, okay, yes. Y'all were the third highest payroll. It was Mets, Dodgers, Yankees.
What was the gap between the Dodgers and the Yankees?
So Mets $323 million, Dodgers $321 million, Yankees $293 million. So about a $30 million gap.
And that was last year. Look at this year.
Well,
I'll
I mean,
wait.
you've
I'll
added
wait.
more payroll to your roster, so that I'm just doing the math here, buddy. That number is going to be higher if we're all just fall. Yeah, that number is now 325 million with the re-signing of Bellinger.
And what is
The Dodgers have jumped up to $412 million.
and then
their
what
payroll.
are the Mets after they
The
just
Mets
signed?
jumped up to 386 million.
Yeah.
One team actually passed you. The signing of Schwarber, and then who else did the Phillies pick up? They lost out on Bichette, but they signed.
Yeah. The Mets got Bichette, which
Yeah, and they lost Suarez, who went to Boston. Anyway, Phillies at 326 million, so they're $1.5 million away from your Yankees, ahead of your Yankees
they
now.
have 27 championships. So.
You want to hear the gap though?
Yeah.
The gap between Yankees fourth, 325 million. Toronto,
Toronto. Poutine.
312 million for Toronto, because they signed Dylan Cease. Even though they lost Bichette, they added payroll, but the gap from the top 5 down to Boston, who is 6th, we go from 312 million, number 5 Toronto, down to 275 million in Boston. So $40 million difference between number 5 and number 6 in total. Let's just see. Okay, my Rangers are still actually in the upper half of baseball. They're 13th, 218 million. But I circle all back around. We just listed a lot of American League teams there.
What was it? My friend sent me a meme that our outfield, we pay Judge $40 million. We're paying Bellinger 32. We're paying Stan 22. Do you remember all the crying that people gave over that contract?
The Stanton one,
And it's only
Yeah.
$22 million a year.
It pales.
Oh my God! And then we got Trent Grisham on. We got his
That's that 1 year
Restrict-
qualifying,
yeah.
21 million, something
20
like
million.
that.
So it's like 100 and some odd million, like 111 million in our outfield alone. But like, we're not gonna put Stan, like, he's a DH. He's not in the outfield. But anyway, I digress. Is higher than 11 teams in baseball's complete salary.
And again, you're sitting here acting like you're one of
When
those.
you give Kyle Tucker 60 mil for 4 years and then you defer all this money for Shohei,
That's the problem. The deferring of money is the problem.
It's ridiculous.
I think if they outlawed deferred payments on contracts, it would solve a lot of these non-existent problems that people are raising.
and then there has to be a
I
penalty
don't like
for
that they can sign him.
a super luxury tax where it's like I think you should get hit harder. Like if you pass this point, you pay 20%. If you pass this point, you pay 30%. But if you pass this point, you got to pay double, 50%.
Yeah, like the
1.5.
third apron in the NBA now, where you can have 3 max contract guys, but it's going to hurt you financially.
And then I also want, you don't get a first round pick. Take away draft picks. If you want to sit there and load your team up, you don't get prospects.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be something, because like the way they're spending, the Mets, Yankees are going to do it, but we're not being as egregious as the Mets and the Dodgers right now. And deferring. Like it's hard because I get it. The Yankees spend a lot of money. We did the big 3 contract when we picked up CC, soon to be Congressman to share.
Oh yeah, he's gonna win that spot.
Oh
there's no question.
Dude. I'm gonna be riding with Trump. I'm like, dude.
Well, go run in Georgia. Like, you're not Texan.
You're not Texan.
Like, that's my biggest. I don't care.
You played for the Yankees, man. You want to ring with the Yankees.
You gave the Rangers like they won. They got to a World Series because they traded you.
Yeah.
Because they got 7 guys that were on the World Series roster in 2010 and 2011 in the trade that sent you to the Braves for half a year before he signed with the Yankees. I ask you, What is your hierarchy right now in the American League? Yankees 1 confidently. Yankees best team in the AL now.
I mean, still, till I'm proven wrong, it's gonna be Yankees and Astros. We went all year without our ace, and we were one game away from if Blue Jays lost that game or Orioles, we were to the last game to win the AL East and have the best record in the AL.
You want to hear the future odds available? I was about to say there's got to be some futures out there now with all of the signings that have taken place, because that usually is what. Okay, here we go. American League 2026 winner according to Vegas FanDuel Sportsbook. Okay. Your Yankees have the best odds. They are plus 420 now. This is updated today.
Okay.
Mariners plus 550.
Oh, the big dumper.
Blue Jays plus 600. And then you have Red Sox plus 700. And then there's a big gap to everyone else. Astros are right after the Red Sox at plus 900. But
see, Sports Cave, you gotta take a W. My teams are in the most competitive divisions in either sport, baseball and football. So,
football certainly this year. I wouldn't say the AL. East.
You think the Orioles are going to be as bad as they were this year?
No, but they were. I'm saying just last year alone.
Yeah, that was
the Red Sox underperformed, Orioles underperformed, Tampa underperformed. It was you and Toronto.
Red Sox and they did right at the end. They
just
started blowing it, but they were competing for 3/4 of the year. So was the
I think so. You could say that about the AL West. Seattle, Houston, and Texas 3/4 of the year were competing, and then the eventual AL.
The Rangers came in right before the All-Star break and started competing, and then they went.
And then as soon as they got in the race, they're like, you know what, guys, we're good.
Nah, we're done.
We're not made for this.
We were 2 games out. It's a successful season.
We want no part of whatever happens next. Big Dumper, go ahead and carry your team to the World Series. Or try to carry your team to the World Series. I think that's fair. I think the Yankees are the favorite in the American League. That's why I was asking, because I do agree
Garrett
with
Cole
you.
Back? I mean, he was the Cy Young winner the year before.
Other American League newsworthy event from today, Rangers made a big trade, dude.
That was a solid trade, dude.
It's a great. You asked me at the beginning, did I like the trade? I like the player a lot.
Yeah.
You look at some of the advanced metrics on him. Of course, we're talking about Mackenzie Gore. If you missed the news, Rangers traded for 27-year-old Mackenzie Gore earlier today. The Nationals, he was an all-star for the Nationals this past year, despite having, I think he ended with like a 5-15 record because that Nationals team was just so bad.
Yeah.
Had an insane strikeout rate.
King Hernandez days where he'd only get 13 wins, but a 1.79 year.
Shit, if he got 13 wins, that was a banner year in some of those bad Mariners teams. Yeah, Mackenzie Gore, it's a 5-for-1 trade, which is why I say the player excites me as a Ranger fan. The cost to acquire him makes me feel like Chris Young might be pushing the panic button a little bit, because what was
that number 13 overall pick?
So Gavin Fein was the Rangers' most recent first-round draft pick, 18-year-old, drafted in the first round, 13. I think it was 12th or 13th in this most recent draft. He was the centerpiece of the deal. He came up as a shortstop, but his pro position is looking more like third base. He's got the power to play a corner infield spot. So, a lot of the discourse from a Rangers perspective today was, Gavin Fein was expendable because we have Bam Bam Walcott, Sebastian Walcott, a top 10 prospect in all of baseball, shortstop, who's, we don't want, they play the same position, but it's like, oh no, you could have had a left side of the infield in 3 years that was Gavin Fein and Sebastian Walcott.
Yeah.
That, 2 top 50 prospects, top
and that
Fein not as high.
Yeah, I can carry you for 7 to 10
right.
years.
But on the other side of it, The guy you just traded for, Mackenzie Gore, last year in baseball, there was one guy that had a whiff rate of 35% or higher on more than 3 different pitches that he threw.
Oh, wow.
So you're talking about guys like
Talk about
DeGrom
nasty stuff with 3
with
pitches.
4 pitches. Mackenzie Gore had a whiff rate of over 35% on 4 of the different pitches he throws.
Fastball.
I'd have to look them up. I saw it
Slider.
earlier.
Got to be like maybe a
Some kind
two-seamer.
of, I was about to say got to have some kind of, fastball.
A knuckle curve or
or
something.
or a changeup, but got to have some kind of like,
It's got to be something in the dirt, like a slider and just.
yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? A cutter, some kind
Yeah.
of cutter, some kind of 2-seam, like you were saying, some kind of fastball with movement. But so they give up Gavin Fiend, they give up who's the about to lose that bat? Give up
Not Jeter.
the other big one was the right-handed pitching prospect Alejandro Rosario. That's another name. If you're a Ranger fan, you've heard about the potential he has. He's a flame-throwing strikeout guy. We'll see if he continues to be progress through the minors as a starter. He probably was going to be more of a power arm out of the bullpen by the time he gets to the big leagues. But with the Nationals, they can take the chance and let him develop in the rotation now. The other one, Ortiz, a power hitting first baseman. He just had Tommy John surgery.
Okay.
So he was going to be out this whole year, but he's a fringe top 10 prospect for the Rangers. They gave up a lot. And a couple other guys that are single A guys that, more you're just gambling on potential, not actual. They're not top 30 prospect guys.
So do you see yourself creeping into the wild card, or do you see yourself maybe running for the division?
The problem is still the same as it was this last season. They had the best rotation in baseball.
Yeah.
They just added one of the 3 best strikeout pitchers in baseball from last season.
No hitting.
Still no hitting. So
And he gave away a hitting prospect.
yeah. Granted, one that was still probably multiple years away from the big leagues.
18-year-old.
Exactly. I think the bigger question to me now is what does Evan Carter give you a full healthy year? He was the World Series hero 3 years ago now, but he hasn't played in a full season since. He's got a back that seemingly is like crumbling. Like he's a 20-year-old kid.
Back injuries they're different. Man.
Exactly. And he's never been able to fully recover at any point of his career to play a full season. That's highly concerning. So you traded away Simeon, you got back Nimmo from the Mets. That's a better bat in the lineup, but now you've potentially given, more importantly, Josh Smith a permanent home at second base. Little tiny Scott Stapp lookalike. Looks like he's going to be singing, Creed karaoke at your local dive bar. So you ask me, I think when you have the starting pitching that the Rangers have right now on paper, you absolutely are immediately low floor. You're in a playoff race. I think you're in the wild card race because everyone's in the wild card race now. The way they've opened up and taking more teams to the playoffs. I think they still have a considerable gap between them and the top of the division, between them and Seattle, them and Houston. I think Houston is.
Do you think Houston's seeing their glory days are a little bit past them? I mean,
I do.
They picked up the Japanese pitcher.
Yeah, they got Ime. He's throwing his H's up at the Texans game. I like that pickup. They brought back what's his name? Help me out. Shortstop that they let go a couple years ago. Ended up going to the Twins.
Correa.
Yeah, Carlos Correa. Yeah, they brought him back last year, so they're getting at the deadline. They're getting a full year of his production back in the lineup. I think the biggest
Back to hitting the trash cans.
Framber Framber doesn't look, he's not going back to Houston unless there is some kind of crazy change of heart by both parties. So you're basically replacing Framber Valdez with Ime, the Japanese pitcher. So that's, you know, if Ime's as good as he's supposed to be, hopefully he can fill the void of losing Framber. But I think they're still, the glory days are gone.
Yeah.
But I think they're still a dangerous team and a playoff team as currently
I know
constructed.
Houston's really counting on Alvarez to be in competition with the home runs, with the dumper and
Jordan
Judge.
is such a pure hitter, though. Like comparing Jordan is closer to Judge than he is the big dumper.
Yeah.
Like he's just such a natural hitter.
He's basically who do I compare him with that would just Vlad Jr. where it's just he can crank out home runs, but he's gonna give you seeing-eye doubles.
Yes, exactly.
All game.
He's gonna take what's there.
He's putting wood on ball. You know what I'm saying?
So to speak.
So he's getting solid contact, solid hits, 100+ mile an hour's out, which is such a big, metric now is how hard do you hit the ball out, because if Judge and Stan weren't hitting 117 mile an hour's grounders, they're out at first. They just they can't catch up. The infielders can't catch up to them.
A couple other notes on Mackenzie Gore real quick before we move on to some Spurs talk. I mentioned he's 27. He actually turns 27 next month. So he's still 26. He's got 2 more years of team control left. And it's, right now about $5 million this year. So if you're getting an all-star starting pitcher for $5 million a year that you have another year of team control over, and it's a great move, again, as long as Gavin Fiend doesn't become, a superstar or any of the other 5 in that trade. For that reason, he was the number 3 overall pick in the draft back in 2017, and you might have heard his name before because he was the centerpiece of the trade when the Nationals traded Juan Soto to the Padres.
Oh,
He was the centerpiece of that deal. That's how Gore ended up in Washington, where he eventually became an all-star last year for the first time. Throws 80% fastball slider to lefties, 80% fastball curveball to righties. So there's 3 of your 4 pitches. He gets a 35% whiff rate on it. Lefties, he's throwing the slider, so it's going away. Righties, he's throwing the curveball. Again, I love it because I think it helps the Rangers. They had traded for Merrill Kelly at the trade deadline, but they didn't re-sign him. He ended up re-signing back, went right back to Arizona. So the Rangers had a hole in that 3 spot in their rotation. Obviously, DeGrom at the top of it, Eovaldi slotting in second. Really, Eovaldi is the ace because he's just available more.
Yeah.
And at times, he was just as good or better than DeGrom last year. And now you've got Mackenzie Gore as the 3rd guy in that rotation. And I think if you look across baseball, they were the best rotation in baseball last year. Adding Gore this year, show me a team that has 3 better starting pitchers at the top of their rotation. Like, clearly, the Rangers are going heavily on the same strategy. They're not even close. Not 3? Who do you?
3, Garrett Cole, Cy Young winner.
DeGrom. Like, that's a push.
Okay, so Cole won over DeGrom. Let's go ahead and call it a push.
Okay.
Max Fry.
Okay, Eovaldi.
All right.
Eovaldi's better.
Rodon.
And Mackenzie Gore. Like, that's...
You said show me a team that has 3. There you go.
I know, and I'm
They
telling
compete.
you... And I'm telling you, those 3
and
are
who's
worse
your
than the
fourth?
3 I just
Who's
said.
your 4th?
Well, right now, I mean, it's Jack Leiter, who had a great year last year. Finally had a breakeout.
Schlittler.
Potentially, I would rather have Leiter than Schlittler based
Who
off
throws
last year.
over 100?
Leiter throws 98. It's a starting pitcher.
3 miles an hour is a big difference.
Not as a starter if you can't maintain it. And then you got Cody Bradford or Kumar Rocker fighting for that
Do you not
5th
remember
spot.
Schlittler's?
I feel like I'm forgetting one more guy. Oh, no, Patrick Corbin, who they let go anyway.
Like Schlittler with that
He was great in the playoffs.
7 innings, 1 hit, no
That's
more.
one game. I watched Leiter do that 15 times. Not in the playoffs. I get it. But that's one game.
Yeah. High pressure game.
I'm confident that this Rangers rotation will be just as good or better than it was last year.
Long bet. All-star break.
Okay.
Yankees have a better
Team ERA or starting pitching ERA.
starting pitching
I'll take
ERA.
that bet without hesitation.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
Mustaches.
No, I didn't say I'd take the terms of that bet without hesitation.
All right, we'll see on that bet.
I'll get a Brazilian wax.
Oh, recorded.
Are you willing?
Yes. I always wanted to. I like to be.
Shake.
Hey,
Holy shit.
Lawrence, you got a team you want to put on the line
No.
to get that taint waxed? Come on, buddy.
Yeah, are your Sacramento A's? How are they looking?
Sacramento.
How about new?
How about new? Hey. How about not my team?
We are 9:30. We're moving along.
No,
chugging along.
look, we're doing great, aren't we? I
Yeah.
told you, we're only going to be an hour. All right, well, obviously, now that we have, I'm even more excited about
You're gonna be watching the games all like, come on, you hung that breaking ball.
Dude, I'm gonna walk in here in like mid-May one day and just be absolutely furious when DeGrom's on the IL out for the year. Uvalde's skipping starts because he can't stay healthy, and Mackenzie Gore's ERA is 6.
Oh God!
But right now, I feel confident.
that sphincter is gonna be puckering.
19 days until Mackenzie Gore is reporting to surprise Arizona.
Pitchers and catchers.
Pitchers and catchers. You say it's 9:30. How about 9:31? Let's do some Spurs notes. Let's
Pitchers,
check in.
catchers, and taints.
We that sounds like a show on Cinemax I used to watch and scrambled cable. Checking in on the Spurs.
That's a nipple.
I'm not gonna spin. Yeah. Hup, 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 hup.
That was a nipple.
I think I saw it. 72-63 lead for the Spurs right now out in Utah.
Yes.
Just under 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
Let's handle them.
Obviously, we're not going to talk a whole lot about the game going on right now. It's
You heard us in real time.
Yeah, one, because
Tuesday.
it's the Jazz. Two, yeah, I do want to go back to that game real quick from Tuesday night, though, because we were doing the show live. We watched the second half collapse, but I didn't realize how putrid that offense was until I went back and actually watched the game.
One of Wemby's worst games.
14 points, terrible. 5 of 21 overall shooting.
0 for 7
The
from the
team,
arc.
70 points. Spurs scored 70 points in the first half of that game in Houston.
Yeah.
Second half, they scored 36. 14 points in the fourth quarter as Reed Shepherd was draining
36.
threes.
God, man. When
They were scoreless for almost 5 minutes to start the fourth quarter in that game Tuesday night, led by 10.
do we put the blame on Mitch Johnson?
It's funny you say that because I sent a cut to LG. LG, fire this up whenever you get it ready. Hey, Jamie, pull up that clip of Mitch Johnson.
Jamie.
See if you can find that. See if you can find that Mitch Johnson post game. No, that's the wrong one. No. Not the one where he talks about the mental toughness of the team not being ready for these moments. No, find that one where he's talking. No. I sent LG a clip of Mitch Johnson because I saw after we did the show too. Here, listen to the clip and then we'll talk about it here.
There was just toughness plays all across the board, and they showed themselves. I don't think it was one thing that continued to hurt us other than just some toughness, mental, physical, all across the board in a lot of different ways that got to us, and it snowballed, and they rode the momentum, and they finished the job, and we gave a lot away and participated in that, but give Houston a lot of credit. There was just toughness.
So specifically, like calling out the mental and physical toughness of the team. And I saw Don Harris. I guess I can pull it up real quick. He put a tweet out that I think was, I think it perfectly summed up what you heard right there in that clip. Mm-hmm. That is Mitch Johnson doing what Pop would have done, but differently. That is, instead of chewing out, this is what Don said. I can recall only about a few dozen times after a game like tonight, Pop would blast even the best Spurs dynasty teams for being soft.
Yeah.
That was the big, like, you're being soft. I want nasty.
You saw it on rebounds. You saw it on offensive rebounds.
Exactly.
Like, they got out hustled. They got out, they didn't step up to the challenge.
And Don went on to say, different time, different tone. But I think Mitch is basically saying the same thing. And I want some nasty. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't, they out physically toughed us. They out mentally toughed us.
And what did Pop always say? It's those 50-50 balls.
Yep.
We got to win those 50-50 balls, and that's hustle. That is tough. You don't get shoved around. You shove them around.
We do the shoving.
Yeah.
So
So it's just it seemed like they were defeated with 3 minutes left. And
that's the mental toughness.
And when you call out the rim being not balanced, like 9 minutes into the fourth,
yeah,
I feel like right there
they got you.
they got you. They hit you right here in the mental.
Yeah,
and it's like, no, like, why don't you go slam the ball? Don't use the rim.
Quit shooting jump shots.
Yeah,
get in, take it to the rim, get to the rim. Don't settle for jump shots. That over the last 5 or 6 games, you talked about Wemby's bad shooting night. Paul Garcia put this out. I was reading his Substack, and he broke down Wemby's shot selection over the last 7 games, and it's right there in the numbers. It's right there in the data. It's a lot more jump shots, and not just 3-pointers, but even
just
elbows.
Deep
elbow extended shots like that. Exactly. Way less at the rim.
Did you hear what Kevin Durant said?
Educate me.
He basically was talking about Wemby, and he's like, yeah, Wemby is not there yet on shooting. He's a lot better when he's down in the paint. He's creating plays and doing all this stuff. So we take that away, and we make him shoot the ball. He's not there on shooting yet.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree with that.
Yeah, and I mean, that's Wemby's idol right there, talking to him and being, hey, you're not there on shooting. And, like, I don't know how many times, I don't know if it's his shooting style. I see his hand in front of the ball before he takes the shot and basically, like, lets go of it and does, like, a one-handed. And I'm like, that's just, you tell me, is that good form?
I'm not worried about the long-term shooting form or shooting numbers because I think it's something that we've seen. He's a good shooter. Yeah. Like, I'm just not worried about that. I think he's settling for too many of those shots and taking too many bad versions of those shots. Like,
when he's rushed and getting actual defense played on him, or they're putting a hand in his face and that's something else, Kevin Durant said, hey, put a hand in his face, he's a below average shooter.
Well, and look at the defenses he's been going up against. It's been a bunch of, Paul Garcia had this as well. I give him credit for it. It's been a bunch of drop defenders. It's been a bunch of big men like Gobert that just aren't coming out to the arc to test you. They're going to stay closer to the rim to be the defensive anchor of their team. And so you're settling for those shots. You're making it easier on the defense by just settling for those jump shots. And that's where that's such an easy issue to identify, which in turn makes it an easy issue to fix.
So
to
therefore
rectify.
It goes back to my question
of
when do we start putting Mitch on the hot seat to be like, look, we see what they're doing. They're collapsing. They're crowding the inside. We're not having crisp passes. We look flustered at times.
Mm-hmm.
Wemby looks rushed. Where's the schemes? Where can we break this down?
Let me answer your question with a question. Do we give first-year head coaches room for growth, room to grow?
He had a first year.
No, he did. He was an interim head coach with no idea that Pop was going to
We give him this year, but it depends on how far we go.
Absolutely. Which is why
if we're a one and done, sorry, Mitch.
No, again, I think that's where if you do that, you're just admitting to the next head coach, whoever comes in here, it's championship or bust. And this team with zero,
we get a proven coach. What coach?
Steve Kerr might be available after this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring back Steve Kerr.
I don't think
you don't think he like Curry's on his way out. That was him. That was his Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Do you think he wants to stay around for Draymond? You know what I'm
Probably
saying?
not. Probably
not. So you come back, you get to your old tutelage of Pop. He gets to run the team. Pop doesn't really have to tell Kerr to do anything because he's already been telling him to do it when he was assistant coach.
Let's pump the brakes on Mitch Johnson replacements because
you gave me a Steve Kerr Woody right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like I saw everyone on social media getting hard on about Steve Kerr potentially leaving the Warriors. Like I am of the mindset that this team is growing together. It's the players that are gaining experience together, and it's the first year head coach that is gaining experience together.
Yeah.
I think if they end up as a 2 seed and get swept by a 7 seed, then sure, maybe we can have that conversation at that point. But right now, I think the massive overreactions to Mitch Johnson's reign as head coach of the Spurs so far is just that. It's massive overreaction. I want to see.
We're still second in the West.
We're second in the West with a team that has never played in a playoff series together.
And we're 3-1 against the defending champions.
As much as you make fun of it, you made a deep NBA Cup run. No one was complaining about Mitch Johnson, the coach, then. No one's complaining about Mitch Johnson when they're on a 3-game winning streak after the loss to Oklahoma City. I just think it's a bit of the expectations now that it's clear the Spurs are a contender.
Yeah.
So now it's if they don't go 82-0, then we got to make changes. We got to are we even sure Wemby's the guy?
And I see Sergio ridiculous. And Greg in the chat, like, put him down low, post up. Wemby doesn't have that strength in him just yet.
That's still a couple years away.
That's a couple years away.
But also
showing Sergio says show Wemby and Wilt Chamberlain 2 grades a player in those times. That time, no one knew how to do it. The dudes
guarding Wilt Chamberlain were our size.
Yeah,
like it's not like that. That's a different league.
Yeah.
If anything,
he could pop a shot and get 80 points. You know.
I
like where your head's at because yes, learn from the greats and stuff.
Yeah.
But go look at Kareem. Get a sky hook. If you imagine Wemby with a little baby sky hook.
You know why you've never seen the sky hook again?
Because it's really hard.
It's really effing hard.
It's hard.
Really hard.
But if someone's got the touch and someone's got where he doesn't have to he's basically throwing it down.
Yeah, he's at the angle where it's just
which
going
is
down.
unblockable.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, see if Kareem would get off. I don't think he would teach him. Like, why would he go do something?
How about a Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway at that height? Can't be blocked. But again, the thing, Dirk couldn't do that early in his career because he couldn't hold the post position.
Yeah.
He didn't have the strength to hold his position on the offensive end of the floor.
And that's like the Timmy.
That's where Wemby's at right now.
That's Timmy's post where it's like, boom, double way off the bank.
Right.
You know?
Right. And I think that
but he could lean back on people and not, but when you got 2-3 guys collapsing on you and nobody's hitting a shot on our perimeter, they're going to continue to collapse.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, looking at the Spurs, if we are going to say the sky is falling, the Spurs have issues, how are we going to solve this? I don't think Wemby, obviously, I don't think Wemby is the top of that list, and I don't think Mitch Johnson is either. You're getting single-digit contributions on the score sheet from your starting power forward.
My thing is, Mitch, we're up 16 points going into the fourth. Or like at the end of the third.
The second half collapses are concerning.
Mitch,
but I don't think that's one individual.
Get up and around the butt, you know.
Go on.
And just get, you know, just get some nasty, you know. I'm like, I don't care if you get a tech. Show them, hey, you don't push us around.
Well, we saw that again.
Where's our Kevin Willis?
Have we already forgot that he did that in the game against Oklahoma City in the NBA Cup?
Yeah.
Like that, Mitch got the technical and immediately got the response. I think that's where I say, like, what we heard in that clip from Mitch postgame, I think if you're questioning the physical and mental toughness of your team after a loss like that,
You don't think that resonated? Yeah, that.
Oh, I think it did. That's what I'm saying. I think that is.
And I can't wait to rewatch this game on right now to see if it's translated.
What is the? Do you have a score count? I have it up here now. Oh God, dang it! The Jazz have cut it to a 3-point game. 5 minutes left in the third.
So
no,
it's not translating.
Well, again, it's sometimes messages take a while to get through.
We need the drum coming out at halftime.
Still waiting for the drums return. It's going to be epic when it gets there. Let's move the show along so we don't get too much further behind.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit.
It's 9:45. The main segment's going to be short tonight, so I knew we had. That's why we had room for baseball.
It's 1.5 games.
It's 1.5 games.
Is Stidham going to do anything? It would be a miracle.
Stidham. He's a proper Texan, so get his name right. It's Jared Stidham.
He's a proper Texan.
He's from Stephenville. He's one of the good ones. He's a proper Texan.
Hey, Wes is from Stephenville. I like him.
No, look, you and Wes are going to be best buds before this is all
Wes,
through.
I'm going to put a chair on my wish list.
Don't buy him a chair, Wes. He just bought this chair.
With my money.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
We have so many.
I'll sign it.
LG, we have so many other things on this list. Do not let anyone buy a chair.
Are you? Unless it's a Japanese toilet.
That's what we're saving up to.
Stay in your lane.
That's what we can't. We're never gonna get a toilet if you keep buying
never
chairs.
Gonna get a toilet, dude.
No, I think you nailed it.
A studio with a Japanese toilet. We could get guests coming in every week.
Okay, if we have that, well then I want to spend some money on like a little fountain piece or something in the middle.
Oh, something that makes noise that will drive LG nuts.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Just like us moving our microphones, I can hear it every time.
Well then, and as you do it.
You were doing it.
Mine's good. Mine's nice and lubricated.
Oh, so mine just needs a little baby oil?
Yeah, you just spit on it. Hey, no, you nailed it. It's 1.5 games on Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever the Broncos get from Stidham, I'm not sure it's going to be enough, even with the home crowd, even with that defense, even with Drake May playing in his first conference championship game.
I mean, I want to see the coaching, Vrabel versus Sean. It's
going to be fun.
That's going to be the fun part right there. You know, Drake May. I'm not like everybody on the hype train on Drake May. Pump the brakes, bro.
I mean, he's good.
He's good.
He's good.
But
he's done more than
he's 12 or 11 in my book.
Really? Would you rather have him or Justin Herbert right now?
Herbert all day, dude. Are you joking me? That dude didn't have a line, and he had a broken left hand, and he put it on the back, and he won a playoff game.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
he hasn't made it to a conference championship game yet.
Yeah.
And as you tell me, quarterbacks are graded based on how far they get in the playoffs. Because if we're not holding playoffs against Dak's a top 5 quarterback.
Once again, Drake May has won 2 playoff games, one more than Herbert. But where's the defense? They also got an offensive line. They also got a ridiculous 1-2 punch with Henderson and Stevenson.
I'm playing a bit of devil's advocate. I think I still take Herbert. I agree with you, but I wouldn't have answered as quickly. I don't think the gap is as wide.
Dak or May?
If I'm talking about for one game, if I'm talking about for the season opener next year, Dak without hesitation. Yeah. If I'm talking about for the next 5 years, Drake May probably, because he's 24, he's 23, however young he is. You know. Yeah. You're building around your next franchise quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. I would put Dak above Drake May.
Oh, I do as well. Yeah. I clearly, but just based off of right now, not future potential.
This is like, no offense, as much as I, one Brockthaniel Purdy, it's my quarterback. It's my quarterback, y'all. He had a MVP caliber year 2 years ago.
Would you take Justin Herbert over Brock Purdy right now?
And if he was suiting up with that San Francisco 49ers?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would. I would agree.
Better arm, can run just as elusive.
Okay, well, let's just continue this mental exercise. Purdy or Drake May?
Purdy.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he is shown to have the intangibles, like some of those crazy plays that we see like Caleb Williams do or we saw Patrick Mahomes do. Run the tape. That's all I'm saying. And you can see when Brock Purdy gets out of the pocket, his pocket awareness, where you remember the old school Madden drills where you had
Oh yeah, that you can boost your training.
Yeah, you sit there and you're like moving up and down.
That's how I made Joey Harrington a 97 overall on the Detroit Lions franchise back in the day. I was just like Ben Johnson. I picked the worst
I was
team
coaching him up.
and run a franchise on
Coaching
Madden.
him up. But he just has that pocket awareness that the touch passes are ridiculous. To throw over the middle in a zone triple coverage and to have a high success rate.
Are you talking
on that,
about Drake May or Brock Purdy?
I'm talking about Purdy.
Okay, I don't give a. We're done talking about Purdy. The mental exercise is over.
You just gonna end it without ending it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Vegas knew that Bo Nix was not going to be in this game when they put the line out.
Yeah.
You want to take a guess on what it opened at? Vegas knew it was going to be Jared Stidham starting this game.
-9.5.
A lot of people were saying that. I guessed -7.5. It's still opened -5.5. Patriots favorites -5.5.
So add 3 points for home team. So basically, they're thinking because the home team is the whole.
So you're
rule.
saying it's closer to your 8.5, 9.5 guess.
Do I think it's going to be? They're both going to run the ball. It's going to be the quickest game.
It's been bet all the way down to Patriots only -4.5 now. People jumping on
Oh yeah.
Broncos
Well,
plus the
I mean,
point.
you got Greg in here trying to get LG to bet $20.
Oh yeah, in the chat.
Yeah. So
Wait, Greg's taking Denver.
He wants Denver. Yeah.
Look with those
With the
those
defense,
points,
like
yeah.
I've said, with the defense
And
like
Sean
that.
Payton.
But let's see who does the mental gymnastics of coaching Vrabel and Payton. You know, that's the game right there. I'm like, who's going to sit here and throw that counter punch? Who's going to throw that exotic blitz? Who's going to fake punt?
You know what kind of sucks thinking about watching this game as a unbiased fan, not really caring about either of these teams. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to end up rooting for New England just because I don't want to see a backup quarterback in the Super Bowl. And that's terrible because if Denver goes out and beats New England, who's to say they couldn't beat LA or Seattle in the Super Bowl with a backup quarterback? But I just don't want to see it. I know that's terrible.
I mean, one of the greatest Super Bowls was Nick Foles.
I know. I'm saying this while understanding the flaw in my logic. I'm just saying I'm going to be way more excited about the Super Bowl if it's New England playing somebody than if it's Denver playing somebody. Unless Jared Stidham comes out and throws for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and
I mean, he is a professional backup quarterback,
and he is a former Stephenville Yellow Jacket.
Mm-hmm.
He comes from the home of Art Briles.
Something about them Texas boys.
Something about it. Cowboy capital of the world right there.
So moving on to the real game.
We got Bessie up on the square. Old Dairy Cow. Going to the game that's actually exciting. It's going to be an awesome atmosphere Sunday night.
Who do you got?
I think NFC championship games, for the same reason I'm not excited about the AFC game. I think NFL championship games come down to quarterbacks, and it's as simple as I trust Matt Stafford way more than I trust Sam Darnold. Even with Sam Darnold having the home field advantage, even with Sam Darnold having the better defense, even with Sam Darnold having the leading receiver in the NFL this year, all of those things are not enough to give me more confidence in Darnold than I have in Stafford.
So to run it down to advantages and like the areas that I think that matter.
Yeah, as someone who has seen these teams more than anybody probably listening to this.
Like, home field advantage, Seattle.
Of course.
Like that stadium is going to be
Who do you
insane.
think, who has a bigger home field advantage, Denver or Seattle?
Ooh, that's a tough
Seattle,
one.
I think, has the more advantageous crowd, but Denver with the elevation and the crowd combined.
Yeah.
I think these are the two best home field advantages in all of the NFL.
The elevation and for some reason the noise that bounces off the water, like because it's right by the sea, it gets.
What do they
loud.
call that? The putrid sound, pungent sound.
Sure. high school dropout here, but I was like, but yeah, you got so Seattle advantage home field, quarterback advantage LA, running game. I would if Charbonnet did not get hurt, big advantage Seattle. But now Charbonnet's hurt.
How the hell did I pull that out of my? Yeah, Puget Sound. That's the name of the
Wow.
water that's right there that caused. That's why, like you're saying,
Oh,
the
yeah.
sound of it and everything.
Because it can like come back and like it's like somewhere it's like all of a sudden you scream and then all of a sudden it comes back to you almost like an echo.
Yeah, it's sorry, go on.
It's the old mermaid thing for all the captains out there. They're like, I hear something out there, and it's like could be 100 miles away.
The sirens.
Yes.
The sirens calling.
Yes, and then so I would like Charbonnet going down was such a blow for Seattle, and even though they don't notice it yet because Kenneth Walker had such a good game, you're going against a team that came in an ambulance, on their last game. So I would have to give the advantage to Kareem Williams and Blake Corum, the Rams. Now let's go receivers. Do I think you got Puka and JSN? JSN 1-1. Puka's a tough tackle breaker. And then also you got to think who's throwing it. You got Puka and Devontae versus JSN and who else?
The guy that returned the kickoff for him.
Shaheed.
Yeah, or Cooper Kupp, who had a
Cooper
couple
Kupp,
catches
yeah.
in that last playoff game.
And so advantage LA.
See, I think if you're
Defense.
just looking at receivers, I think it's a push. But if you add in who's throwing to him, I think
Devontae Adams, before he got injured, he had more touchdown catches than anybody in the league.
yeah. But I mean the way JSN can just save their offense with the big plays, I think him and Puka. You all right. You have me on the depth. I agree.
Yeah.
Devontae is better than
And then the tight
Seattle,
ends,
yeah.
Colby Parkinson, the rook, and then
No,
you
I
also got
agree.
Higbee, and then there's that other kid that's coming out.
If I was starting an NFL team, I would rather have JSN than Puka though.
So here's where it gets sticky. Who's got the better lines? Defensive, offensive line.
Well, defensive Seattle.
Yeah, offensive, I'd nail it to by a slight edge LA just because they have to keep Stafford up because he can't move out that pocket.
Yeah, if Darnold is immobile, Stafford is in a wheelchair.
Exactly.
Comparatively,
He's a statue back there.
yeah,
So advantage defensive Seattle.
clearly,
Which could be insane advantage. I would take two off of their board and add one of and just basically if I'm sitting here going you
just
get 2
giving
points for
marks.
this,
Yeah,
you get 3
yeah.
points for this. I'd take away 3 points just for them having the better defense. So it's going to be a tight game.
You want to guess the line on this one?
Rams minus 1.5.
Really? You think Rams are favored on the road?
You told me to guess.
Yeah.
What'd they put?
It opened at Seahawks minus 1.5, but it's been bet up to it's now Seahawks minus 2.5. All the money's coming in on
Because everybody's bet on Seattle. Do they realize that Charbonnet's the better quarterback, running back, and that was the main part of their game is the play action?
Yeah. No, I
Sam Darnold learned from Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan's the master of the
I
play
think
action.
the line is fair because I don't think you can make the Rams the favorite on the road in Seattle in a night game.
And they've been having this squeaking out games but
It's surprising where all the money's going because I would think more people would be jumping at Rams plus 1.5 points to because I agree with you. This is going to be a close game.
I'm trying to think who the kickers are.
Over under is 46.5. So you're looking at basically a 24-23 game.
Oh, and they're going to be in that deep freeze.
Yeah. It's going to be an awesome game.
Snowy game. Is it going to be?
Is it going to actually be snowy or do we have some precip rolling in?
Yeah, because the precip is middle of the country, and they say it could get up to 5 feet of snow, in the northern Canada northern states. But I don't know Seattle's weather, if it's going to be more rainy, sleet versus snow.
I would think it's probably more rainy, sleet, just base stereotype of Seattle.
Yeah.
Without looking at it. So all that to say, leaning, confidently picking. What's the play here?
I'm leading.
As someone
LA.
you watched both of these teams play your Niners twice. this year.
Charbonnet being out is so huge, and they don't realize it. Kenneth Walker gets ran down. He needs breaks, and I don't think he's a bell cow.
No,
You
that's
know?
why. I mean, that's why they split with Charbonnet.
Exactly.
I mean, if he was, he would.
Him going down is going to be tragic for him, and it's going to show. And then just the veteran of Matt Stafford and being a Hall of Fame quarterback, you know, if he stays up and they can't get pressure on him, and you don't think McVay's not sitting there scheming up something, who's the better coach, McVay or
What's his name? McDonald.
McDonald? I got McVay.
It's McVay. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Although I should say, I mean, what McDonald has done in Seattle, I mean, coming from what was he? He was the Ravens defensive coordinator before he took that job.
yeah,
I mean, the turnaround to turn Seattle back into a Legion of Boom,
yeah.
comparable
for what
defense.
he did for the defense is amazing, but the offense ran through the play action, and now you're taking away the 1A and you only have 1B running back. So are you really going to suck those safeties? Oh, pause. Suck those safeties down.
Only you were thinking that. The rest of us are just enjoying good old football talk.
Are you really going to suck those safeties down and linebackers down?
You didn't have to say it twice.
Hey. You're throwing me off, man.
I know. You got to head
me
down,
out.
plow through.
All right, so because that's the whole point of the play action is you suck them in so you can go get JSN
Right.
over the middle, over the top, you know, to get behind them. I don't think they're biting as much.
No,
So,
no, I'm with you. I'm
and
leaning
no offense,
Rams.
Demo totally took JSN out. Like, he had a horrible game. The only thing that he did good is when we took Green out on a play and put the 4th-string rookie in there, and he scored a touchdown.
Who was the guy that headbutted JSN?
That was Demo.
That was Demo. Okay, just making
Little.
sure. It was a little. Yeah, it was harmless. Just a little love tap.
Oh, Demo. Hey, JSN. He talked some smack saying, "Gmo, I could get Demo any time of the week." But
I'm excited about the game, though. I know you're obviously from the division
I'm gonna watch.
rivals, not as excited on that level, but I think it's going to be an awesome game.
I would love to
These
see.
teams know each other so well. Night game, weather in Seattle.
In a perfect world, Broncos would win because I don't care. But to see New England, Boston team win.
Well, if
see Seattle, our real rivals, win because we own the Rams.
If New England and LA win, that'll be the third time we've had a Rams Patriots. I guess one of them, they were still in St. Louis, but Rams Patriots Super Bowl in our lifetime.
They say in the Super Bowl, there's been 4 teams that have been in the last, I think 10 or 15 years. It's the Rams, it's San Fran, it's New England, and then it's the Jets.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
the
did
one
you
outlier.
see
I
the
saw
one
that
outlier?
stat.
It was
I did see that stat.
what was it? It was the AFC NFC championship game.
Yeah, because it was all because of Mark Sanchez 2 seasons. He took the Jets to the AFC championship game.
And how do you do that? With their
With
defense.
and with Rex Ryan sucking down toes.
Hey.
You have anything else?
No. Find me on Feet Finder.
Yeah.
How
much money are you making on there?
Don't you worry about it.
Okay, all right. LG, well, first of all, do we have any super chats, any others roll in? I didn't see any.
No,
but
we
if I
got some of
missed-
your Stephenville hometown talking
I saw
about
we're talking Stephenville
the
geography.
Coffee Cup Cafe spelled with all K's.
Okay, sir, they changed the name. It's now just Coffee Cup. They dropped the third K.
Stephenville's a sundown town, huh?
Dude, Hyco, Texas, the town right next to it, that's one of the biggest Ku Klux Klan gathering sites in Texas.
Don't forget old
Back,
Waco.
it's different now. It's totally changed the area.
We allow them to be there now,
not-
so it's fine.
It's basically a bunch of AOCs running around up there now. It's completely different.
as long as they know their place.
No, it's very, very, very welcoming now. Very welcoming part of the state. Yeah, no, they. It does still.
There's
Does
that
still
one going
exist.
to Corpus on when it turns to 37. That is the Corner Coffee Cafe, and it's
See?
spelled with all K's.
So when
I go in there, there's nothing but taxidermy and old crap food, and I'm just like, I had to go in there one day. I was like, let's see what this is all about.
well, you got to see it. It's like a bad BYOB strip club in a small town in Whiskey Flats. You got to see it.
like-
You got to see how bad it is.
It's like, I was talking to someone who was from Florida, the strip club that bought a sign every 5 miles going down the peninsula, and literally probably 50 signs, and it's like 5 more miles, has showers, blah 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 blah. 5 more miles, free buffet on Sundays. 5 more miles, exotic strip club. Like it's like
We'll pay for your crabs treatment.
the
5 more miles.
The lot lizards were on the loose there.
When I worked for another radio conglomerate here in town, when I was working at KISS with all those boys over there,
I won't say the name.
our shirts.
It was
I don't.
KISS.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I like to set it up as if I'm going to be really secret. No, it was KISS. I was working for KISS, and the shirts. One of the shirts they had made. This is one of those moments where you realize like you just grew up around a lot of shit like that.
Yeah.
Like you just not necessarily like not overtly racist, but subtly racist shit. So when they ordered new shirts, and
Broke
on
out
the back
CC.
it said, "Yeah, I'm in a Thursday mood. Thank you for calling it out." Look, if you think that word is enough to mark. Us talking about Abella Danger's AVN Awards was worse than hearing an S-bomb.
That is a legitimate job. You get a 9/11.
Yeah, but you started
You get-
describing positions. That's more explicit than saying. So
I said,
anyway,
do they have double play balls?
Hey! And I gave you the actors that participated. The growing up there, you kind of desensitized to some of the awfulness.
Yeah.
But when they ordered new shirts at KISS, on the back it said KISS Crew, and it was spelled KK. And so as soon as they opened them and held them up, and the first thing I said was like, "Oh, it looks like we're 1K short of a lawsuit. Spectacular! Like this is gonna be great. This is gonna be a great look." All right, enough talking about the KKK. LG, let's do some lightning round. Get out of here. Cap, did you see any of the back and forth between Baker Mayfield and the Atlanta Falcons beat writer?
No.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad.
I know Baker's going to give him the business.
I'm glad this is news to you. So you remember first year of Kevin Stefanski's reign as head coach in Cleveland was the first year of Baker Mayfield, right?
Yeah.
So Stefanski now has taken the job, head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. So Orlando Ledbetter, great name, solid name.
Only if he led better, but
Atlanta Journal-Constitution, I think is what their paper is called, AJC. He put out a tweet 2 days ago. Says, Falcons Kevin Stefanski had a dumpster fire at quarterback in Cleveland. Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson failed, which started a chain reaction to 11 other starters. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders closed out last season with 7 starts. Okay. So he puts that out there. He's already defending the new guy, setting the groundwork of, what Stefanski had to deal with in Cleveland. So Baker Mayfield quote tweets this. Before I read you his response, the original tweet itself got community noted. And so it says, under Stefanski, the Browns had 13 starting quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield, however, led them to an 11-5 record in 2020, their first
one of their
playoff berth
Yeah.
since 2002, and first win since 1994. He also played through a significant shoulder injury in 2021. Okay.
Yeah.
So the reporter gets community noted. Baker Mayfield's response. Failed is quite the reach, pal. Hits him with a pal in the first sentence.
Oh, should have hit him with the chief.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, fail's quite a reach there, chief.
Probably a reach there, Chief. You might want to rethink that. Failed is quite the reach there, pal.
And hit him with the Heisman.
Still waiting on a text/call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, Coach.
Oh, man. Baker's
Pretty great.
He's going to be pumped for that one, man. I like it.
Pretty great.
All right. Hit me, LG. If you go to the last clip I gave you in the proper channels.
You mean the one that's been removed from Twitter? Yeah, that one.
It got removed? It's...
Post unavailable.
Oh.
What?
Oh. What
Oh.
did you send him some Bitcoin scam or something?
No.
Well,
How did he get removed from Twitter?
That's our second sad trombone of the night.
Man, Elon's an ass.
No, Elon's just doing. He's just
No longer seen here yet. All right, go
Well,
to
describe it to us.
Go to the third one. It was a fake video of Kyle Tucker getting his Dodgers thing, and it has a big old frap. Give us a fart drop.
I thought
on
you
it.
hate AI, and you're sending LG.
That's
AI
not AI.
slop?
That's an edited audio of clip. It's not AI. AI.
We'll never know because it got taken
That's
down.
not AI.
I wonder why it got taken down.
All right, let's go with the trick shot of the year.
Oh, I like
The
this.
third clip up with the little toy there.
Let me go full screen for this
Full
one.
screen. And you got to take in the factor of the wind. You got to take in the factor of positioning. It's quite an amazing shot. And I
Oh, now we got. We're gonna have.
That was
We've got
less than 2 seconds.
copyright.
Now we got
music on it as
copyright
well.
claim
always keep it on mute, LG. I don't.
No.
Kanye.
You need
No,
to-
because you
need
got
to-
to tell him there's music. We don't need sound for this.
Here we go. Trick shot of the year. I want this toy so
Well,
bad.
I was about to say, what the hell am I looking
It's
at?
a toy. And
Describe
he hits,
it for the audio listeners.
It's a little toy that looks like a little grabber, and he hits a Cheeto ball, a fire Cheeto ball, all the way from there to his friend on the couch. Now, look, mind the fan on the left-hand side. He's got to adjust for the wind, and he catches it in his mouth.
This is AI. That's a fake video. Now we got another
Another one.
copyright strike.
Less than 2 seconds. Less
This
than 2
video's
seconds.
coming down fast.
The former nominated.
LG, we're gonna have to start a process of vetting for some of these.
That's not AI. If you see a bunch of crumbs on there, you know these people do all these trick shots and like that. They probably got more followers than us.
I'm not as worried about it being AI as I am about it being
Copyright infringement.
or that, or just worthy to take up time in a lightning round.
I mean, the first one was better.
I'm sure.
Until Elon took it down.
Well,
dick.
congratulations to the trick shot artist of the year. Hit me with a bolt, LG. I got a couple more here. Did y'all see the news? I know LG. Sometimes you do some work out there at Toyota Stadium with SAFC, or is it Toyota? I always get them confused.
Field.
It's Toyota Field here. FC Dallas plays in Toyota Stadium up in Frisco. It trips me up every time. No, SAFC put out a press release today. They're getting a USL League 2 team. So they currently play in USL League 1. They're now getting a USL League 2 team. So it means they're going to have a full academy development team playing in USL League 2. And with as much local talent, soccer talent we have here, they just had another kid called up to under the U17s national team.
Wow.
There's a kid that's in SAFC's academy that just got called up to the U17's U.S. men's national team.
Wow.
So kids like that and opportunities like that.
I'm telling you, there is a growing culture in Texas for soccer that it's big.
Oh,
I got my friend has 2 kids. One's already signed to a club over in England.
Nice.
And he's 12 years old. The other one is I think 9 or 10, and he's getting looked at. And they're already, I think he got accepted to, because he's only 12, he got accepted to the U.S. men's national team to work out.
Academy.
To work out with him. And that's here in San Antonio.
I was about to say, most people just call the U.S. Youth National Team Academy the FC Dallas Academy because there's like 9 guys that are going to be at the World Cup that came through FC Dallas's academy as well.
Dude, I've seen him play. He is a badass, man.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome because obviously the rift between MLS and USL, we don't have time to get into it here, but USL is seemingly going to be a real development pathway for some, for kids in the region, and SAFC getting a full League Two team that they can use for development of these young kids. I mean, that's a huge, huge step. It's not going to make a whole lot of news because it's USL League and USL League Two. It's not the corporate money that dominates MLS. It's actually closer to how the rest of the world's soccer system is set up. And that excites the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Actually having a real development pipeline. You got anything else?
No,
Hit me, LG. We'll close with this. 2 things real quick. Have y'all done any winter weather prep? Like, have y'all rated HEB?
Oh yeah, I went to HEB and like, oh my God, it was.
I got the roommate on. We have to get there by Saturday or by midnight tomorrow night, or we're gonna go under. We're not gonna survive the weekend. It seems like.
If you had a bidet, you don't need toilet paper.
That's what if you stop trying to buy freaking chairs,
I get the first Japanese toilet. So calm down.
No, we agreed it's gonna be here, so we can all use it communally. So I can sit down and know that.
I disagree.
What level of concern about this winter storm? 1 to 0 to 10.
Well, Ted Cruz already left.
He's coming back though.
He's coming.
That was a pre-scheduled arrangement. He's coming. He assured the voters of Texas that he will be back in the state by midnight Friday.
Because he got pressured again.
Potentially.
And
he was going to Laguna Beach
and then
this time.
Then old Wheels came out and said, "Earcock, we can handle this storm," which does not get
Earcock. It sounded like you like you're the man from Nantucket. Earcock.
The Earcock.
ERCOT's not going to hold up. We're all going to die. But until then, no, I'm not worried about it.
I live next to a hospital, so
you're fine.
I keep electricity.
Well, and LG's probably close enough to a military base out here. I bet he's on a grid that stays up. I'm going to get screwed, like where we are. I'm gonna. If it happens again, it'll be exactly like Snowmageddon, where I'm just seeing all of downtown lit up and warm, and then whole east side is
burning.
I'm gonna get screwed. I've got volleyball at the Frost Bank Center on Saturday and then a Spurs game on Sunday.
That's right.
Hey, are you gonna drive or are you gonna let Tesla drive that?
I don't drive. I haven't driven since June.
That's amazing.
You're gonna trust AI? Okay. Well, shout out an RIP to our producer. After
he'll be fine. He'll be fine. But seriously, if it does get bad,
stay safe.
Stay safe. Don't be stupid. Let's close it out with this. This clip is amazing. I cannot oversell it enough. I was like goosebumps giddy at the station when we played it on the show earlier today.
Yeah.
This is Andy Everett, your voice of UTSA athletics, Uncle Andy. In 1985, his first game as a college broadcaster, he's calling the Red River Shootout.
Oh,
this
buddy.
is Texas versus Oklahoma.
I was about to say you don't get thrown in the deep end, but that's the deep end.
That's the deep end. It's a 7-7 game in the fourth quarter.
Oh, classic.
The Oklahoma defense, led by Brian Bosworth and Tony Casillas, had just gotten a stop. Oklahoma got the ball back. And a young quarterback was about to lead the game-winning drive.
Uh-oh.
Fire away, LG.
Second down and 8 from the 45-yard line.
That's 20-year-old Andy.
Oklahoma. Aikman hands the car. No, he keeps
Did you hear that?
Back to Collins. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. They will not catch Collins. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The perfect
for the radio like this. Yeah.
So great.
Wallace caught the pitch from Aikman and turned on to 10-3.
Just remember, your Uncle Andy.
Sophomore from Coastal Washington showed why he's got that spinner speed. A 40-yard touchdown run for the Oklahoma Sooners. Aikman took ball. He
There's
ducked
his
it in.
color
Lydell
guy. So
Carter
that guy
pulled it
doing
out, came around the
color
corner,
is still
and he had
employed
Patrick
in the
Collins out
athletic
trailing back, and as
department
soon as he
at
pitched
Oklahoma. He
it,
never
he
left.
said, "Good night, so long," and all the other adjectives you can think of. Patrick Collins was gone. Bye-bye.
He's not on the radio,
drive-by
but
play,
he
61
works in the
yards for the
athletic
Sooners.
department. You hear
That man
Andy a
kept
little
it.
bit.
Dan Blasher will add the extra point. It's on its way. The kick is up. It is good. And the Oklahoma Sooners have taken the lead, 14-7 over the Texas Longhorns. One thing that reminded me of was
Isn't that awesome?
That is
so freaking cool.
That's childhood days.
He's
there,
calling Troy Aikman leading the game-winning drive against UT in his first broadcast.
I know that gets your little cowboy heart up.
Dude,
You're
absolutely.
talking about someone I don't care about.
Oh, come on. You
Against
watched
a team that I
the Cowboys.
furiously
No,
hate.
you can appreciate what
I
that
was
is.
forced to watch the Cowboys.
And you
why I-
loved it, and you respected
No.
Troy more for
It's
leaving
the reason why I
Jerry
became a Niners fan.
for leaving Jerry hanging and retiring early.
I'm
We
like-
talked about. We have the tape of this. You
I
complimented
was forced to
Troy.
watch the Cowboys during Staubach's day.
That was
With old
amazing.
with old Landry with the hat.
When Andy told me he thought he still had that
Yeah.
and was able to find it as quickly as he did, I told him, I was like, that's it. That's the closer of the program, of the podcast tonight, because that's one of the coolest pieces of audio I've
That's
heard.
not bad. That's part of history.
That's so great. 41 years ago, Uncle Andy calling the game-winning drive led by Troy Aikman against Texas. It's pretty sweet.
Go Yankees.
Go Yankees. LG, start to get us out of here. Cap, tell the people where they can badmouth your Yankees. How they can get a hold of
You
you.
can badmouth my Yankees on sportscave.live on everything. And then you can hit me up at the Captain's Chair 210 on Insta and X.
Find me on X at Biggest Puma, Instagram biggest.puma. LG, when's the next stream? I know you got a busy weekend.
Next week.
Next week. Be looking for that. Be looking for LG's house.
And
I'm
looking for him at the game.
Yes.
Remember the plan.
Yeah, get a
Send
shot.
me the photos.
Get the shots of LG in the wild at the game.
Citizen Kane angle.
I'm hosting. Oh yeah, you want to do a phoner on the radio show tomorrow?
Yeah.
We'll talk about we'll basically just do the main seggy again on the show tomorrow because I'm
Let's do
hosting
it.
for Andy. Thank you to Uncle Andy for sending me that audio to close out the show. Everyone be safe this weekend. Be good, but mostly be safe.
Yes.
We'll talk to y'all tomorrow on the radio, back here Tuesday. Peace.
Deuce.
Kids, what do we say about drugs?
Only thugs use drugs. Say no to drugs.
Yeah!